Do you guys find that sometimes if you straighten your hair all over using a straightener, it gets a bit flat and limp on your scalp? I love a bit of volume. I don't always want it poker straight. The VS Sassoon Wet and Dry Straightening Brush means that you can create a straight hairstyle that has lots of volume in it, similar to what a salon blow dry would have. Your hair will still be sitting up off the roots and never looking flat. The VS Sassoon Wet and Dry Straightening Brush works in a couple of different ways. The bristles obviously help to keep the hair straight and brush out any knots. The vents here blow out hot air, which acts like a blow dryer, removing any excess moisture. And it also acts to straighten the hair as the hair passes across this ionic ceramic plate. So you might ask, when would I use a straightener and when would I use the straightening brush? You would use a straightener if you really want to flatten out your hair and give yourself that poker straight, silky smooth look. You'd use the straightening brush when you want volume, when you want a bouncy blowout style hairstyle, something that sits off your head, something that looks smooth and silky but still has a bit of bounce and a bit of volume.
I'm turning my straightening brush onto the highest setting. I'm doing that because my hair is damp. I washed it about an hour ago. I've towel dried it and let it air dry for the last hour. Putting it on the highest heat setting will help absorb all that moisture quicker. So I'm hoping that this will not only blow dry my hair but straighten it at the same time. Now what I want is a straight hairstyle with maximum volume. So because of that, I use the brush in a stroke that goes from underneath most of the sections of hair, and then I'll just smooth it over on the top. So underneath each section will lift the hair at the roots and tend to give you a bit more volume. Now you can see how straight it is, how silky it is, but it's still nice and bouncy. So I'm continuing on the other side, and most sections I'll put the brush underneath them just to lift them at the roots. So underneath most of the sections, and then I'll just brush it over on top. Now both sides are done, I'm going to my top section. I've parted my hair where I want it, and again I'm lifting it at the roots. When I get to the very top section, I use a bit of a different technique. So when you get to the very top, you want to lift it wherever you can. It doesn't matter if you put the brush at the back or the front of each section, as long as you're lifting it upwards. And this will really set in that bounce and volume from the roots. So even when I brush it down and smooth it over, it will still sit off my roots. Whoa, look at that volume. Now for one of my favorite details, a bold red lip, which should finish off my look. And smooth my hair down just with my fingers to where I want it parted, and there you have a beautiful straight yet voluminous hairstyle.